Sue's away. Oh, my little baby. I wish you could see her cute little smile right now. Look at her hair. Gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Where's your screams? I got a baby. This is my baby girl. Meet Billy. Yeah. Yeah? You say my mum's so organised, but it's my birthday tomorrow and I still haven't got a birthday outfit. I'm your mother. I'm your mother. I'm your upper mother. I'm gonna put buttons in your eyes. Oh my god, I forgot to say that when she was born, when I first saw her in the incubator, I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked at how teeny she was. And now you're in the 50th centile. Yes. She wasn't even on the chart. Obviously, I'm 5'3". Her dad's 6'3" or 6'2". She could go either end. I'm sweating. Can you do your row, row, row? So cute. She sings row, row, row. So that's Billy's side profile, back of her head. And you just hear her little noises. She's here. She's just not here. I legit missed you though. Hands on my heart. I missed you. Stop playing with me. I'm also ill, so I sound like back when my vocal cords weren't working. And I forgot when I put an update on my Instagram that not everyone has Instagram. Someone commented this, which I thought was so funny. And I was like, oh my god, that's my sign. So I asked some questions on Instagram, and then there's other questions that I answered on Instagram a few months ago that I thought I could answer on here in case, again, you don't have Instagram. I've had loads of questions as well about the flat. Are we moving? In my last video, I got like comments about how it's basically going to be impossible to live in here. And spoiler alert, it's not, to my surprise. Have we got plans to move right now? No. I do want to do a whole video and I'll show you like a little updated flat stuff and plans and whatever. And organisation, you can look in my cupboards and all that. I was going to say boring stuff, but I literally love that. I'd happily, do you ever walk past people's houses and think, I want to go in and just have like a nose, look in your kitchen and stuff? Will you do a YouTube catch up on baby birth, you, etc.? So I started doing like a little labour birth story times on Instagram and TikTok, but I do want to do a more in-depth one on here. The main reason is for other hospital mums or Gastroschisis mums. I was so desperate to find it. I'd find someone and I'd scroll back on their Instagram and there was just nothing that I felt like I wanted to know. Also because humour is literally my coping mechanism. They're still entertaining, even if it's like actually a really traumatic event. That's like, is that weird? Also had so many questions about the engagement ring, which I just didn't, I thought I told you. First of all, we both had the conversation really early on, like, I don't really want to get married. And he was like, nah, me neither. And then it was like, do you know, would you know what though? I'd maybe marry you. I was very early pregnant and we went to the Lake District. We were in a cave. It was really pretty actually. I put some videos up. And he's like, there's so many people here. And I look around like, there was 2 people. I wanted to go on the lake on a boat. I wanted to be Ali and Noah from The Notebook. I love The Notebook. I actually have the DVD. I have a DVD player. Does anyone else have a DVD player? And we couldn't get on one, so that was sad. And he was obviously thinking, great, I can propose to her and she can pretend she's in The Notebook. Like, what a dream. We've gone to all these different places. It's so busy. And then we go to a little bit on the lake, which reminds me of like a beach, because the lake's coming in. A little picnic blanket down, and I had Converse on, and you know, if you wear Converse, how awkward they are to get off and on. I took my Converse off, and then I was like, oh, the ducks, look at the ducks. He's like, when you go up, get up and see them, because he's trying to get me to stand up. And I'm like, no, I've not got no shoes on, so I'm not getting up. And he's like, oh, just wear mine. So he's got size 11 shoes. I put on these trainers, they're like freaking boats. Trying to get me to turn around and I'm not cooperating at all. He's thinking, oh, I'm gonna hurry up like this. Please turn around, please turn around. And I can't remember what happened. I think he had to turn me around or something. And I turned around and he's just there. I don't know what, do you know when it's like a blur? I don't know what he said, I don't know what I said.
You know what I said? I said yes, obviously. Fucking hell. Honestly, hard to edit them.
I said, are you getting married? I mean, that is the idea. But it is us, we're very like, go with the flow. And then we never flow. So the original plan was get married in South Africa because his mum's from South Africa, hence the South Africa trip. And that whole trip actually got cancelled. It was meant to be going next year. We hadn't planned nothing. Then we was like, we'll elope to the Lake District. Do you know how much there is to plan, even just to elope? It's actually crazy. So I don't know when we can be bothered.
This is lazy.
Now that you're a mum, are you still a bit of a dick?
Our hands together, we clap our hands together, we clap our hands together and have a great time. We clap our hands together, we clap our hands together, we clap our hands together and have a great time.
That's another thing. How has being a mum changed you and stuff? I was really thinking about this because my cousin was saying how like I'm just Jess with a baby. I don't think I've changed. I mean, I guess I have in ways. I've just got other priorities and I've always wanted to be a mum ever since I was a freaking child. I'm the eldest as well. He's 14 years younger than me. I like mothered them. Oh, and one of them's 17 today. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I just think it's very important to me that I remain me. One way it has changed me is I'm spotty. The phases in my cycle are very noticeable. I don't think Robbie ever wants to hear me say, I'm in my luteal phase. Oh my God, I used to wake up, no makeup, like I didn't have spots. I didn't appreciate it. So if you have clear skin, go and look in the mirror and say, I appreciate you, clear skin. You can't see the spots. I'll probably have a little smoothing filter on, I don't care, right? A lot of will I go back to work, Billy go nursery, blah, 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 blah. You're not allowed to be made redundant when you're on maternity unless the whole company goes bust. So of course, the company went bust. I've never left a job at this point. Jobs leave me. I've just got myself employed jobs still, which I've been doing since I come back from hospital. And yeah, that's it at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm able to even put her in nursery, I'm not going to lie. The nurses in hospital couldn't get rid of me. I was part of the furniture.
They're going to have to get me evicted because I'm not just going to walk off.
I would make it to their handover, like, make sure mum eats. I did also ask, like, what you want to see, and someone said relatable mum content, and I'm not going to lie. When I see things on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, it's like relatable, I don't find it relatable. This is what makes a relatable video. A few hearing some cries and moaning about something.
What I meant was relatable feels like you have to be kind of struggling. That's what it comes across like everything's a struggle and your house has to be a mess. And if it's not and you're not struggling, then just wait until you have another, or just wait and do this. And I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't know if I am relatable. What's relatable to you? Because if dancing like a dickhead to Tony's box is relatable, then yeah, I'm your girl. I'm not saying I never struggle and the flat always looks immaculate, because yesterday I actually started thinking, fuck, that person on YouTube is right, like I need to get out of here. And then I realised I was ill and I needed to actually just sort out some organisation systems, you know what I mean, to learn. I can't stop saying toilet.
Mums online are scary. Not the mums that necessarily feel, but everybody, like, I don't want to be part of that community. I guess naturally I will be, but not in the same way at all. Since being a mum, I can't form sentences, so I don't know how I'm going to edit this, and I feel sorry for you watching me, because I honestly, I can't speak. Have you had any IKEA trips? Right, so I have this thing where there's certain things that I've wanted to do, but I'm like, I need to take you. It doesn't feel right. I don't know if I've been IKEA. I can't even remember. Maybe once, but we can go. Do you want to come to IKEA with me? The Gastro Baby 2, how long was your NICU stay? So like I said, I'm going to have a more detailed video, but it was 6 weeks in NICU, 6 weeks in the high intensity, like, ward bit. So like about 12 weeks total. When I think back to it, it's like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not there. It's like a whole different life.
I've just found the last half of me answering how do I relax, and I can't find the first half. But basically I said I've turned from a shower person to a bath person just so I can sit down. And I was always a shower person before. And then I also go to the gym. I go to the gym 3 times a week. It's my little me time. I haven't actually, apart from the last 3 sessions because of this stupid cough, but I've not failed going 3 times a week since the end of March. And I am proud of myself, okay? And yeah, I love it. Even if I can't bother to go, I come out and I feel good.
Also, no matter how tired I am, we'll go to bed 10:30, 11.
Sorry, Ard. No, that's quite late because she doesn't sleep through. And I meant to say 11:30.
I need me time. And in that time, I forgot, I started scrapbooking. Look at this amazing painting. I didn't do it. How good is that? Robbie did it. And this bit at the back, I started scrapbooking. I haven't actually done it in a few months. Billy's first year. I want to do that. I love it. Honestly, let me just show you a page. Here I am with my turtle on my turtle tour. I love it. Scrapbooking is so fun. How is Billy doing? She looks well. Doing really, really, really well. My biggest fear was she was going to come out with some like lifelong issue, and being in there, I realised online it looks as if your baby's got some of their intestines hanging out, we just put it back in and they go home. And everyone's story seems so like that. And my story was not going like that. And I was desperately trying to find stories of people's that was also the same, and I couldn't find it. To the stage I was like, oh my God, she's going to have like lifelong issues, and I almost felt guilty for having her. And then, oh God. She come out and she was what, 3 months old, or just before 3 months old. She's like 7 pounds. She felt like she was 7 pounds for ages. We had weekly weigh-ins. I was terrified she was going to go back in. She couldn't drink a full bottle of milk until she was basically 3 months old. Came out with like terrible reflux, really, really, really tiny. But she like acted her age. So when we would go out, people would be like, how old is she? And they'd be like, was she premature? And technically she was only a little bit premature. She didn't actually function like a baby, I guess. She didn't do anything that a normal baby does, like poo and drink milk for so long. Where was I going with this again? Yeah, so she come out with bad reflux. She's got her special milk. We've got like a bit of a dairy thing at the moment. She doesn't have dairy. But other than that, she's doing so amazing. We visit Great Ormond Street every 6 months for checkups, see her surgeon and everything. It's like I've got a weird pull to it. It's very strange. It kind of like makes me go, ugh. But at the same time, like I need to go there. Like I want to go smell what NICU smelled like and go up to the ward and see that. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing ever. What was my point? Oh yeah, she doesn't have any like issues, which I'm so relieved about. Someone said worst and best bits about being a mum. It's funny because I was saying I don't want to be like overly mum content, but that's what you lot want to know and that's what you want. I'm just giving you what you want to read, darling. The best bit, seeing the world through her eyes and almost like you're reliving again. I'm such an appreciator of the tiny things anyway. Like I'll get out of my car and I'll be like this. Look at the stars. When she first saw rain and was like, wow. About 20 times a day I'm like to her, love you. And sometimes I do it like, and then she'll do it back. She doesn't say I love you, but she'll be like, but I'm just like, oh, I want to squeeze you.
The worst part, hands down, cleaning that high chair 3 times a day. And when she wakes up prematurely from a nap.
How did you find the transition into motherhood once you're home with your baby girl? Listen, right, it wasn't even about transitioning into motherhood. It was about transitioning into life, because I went into like prison mindset. I couldn't remember life before. I couldn't imagine living a normal life. It was mind-boggling to me that people lived normally. I was in a 1 mile radius of Great Ormond Street at all times. I would look around and think, this is people's reality. I lived a life where people were living like this. It made me want to be a volunteer, which has reminded me, the volunteer that literally got me through, I need to message her back. But that was the transition. Honestly, I used to go to bed at like 3, 4 in the morning, wake up at 6, 7 in the morning and go to that hospital and be in there all day long. Sometimes I wouldn't eat all day, but then I would eat a pizza at like 11:30 because the nurse is like, you need to eat. Actually just getting back into normality, that was hardest transition. And I just appreciate things that people would never even consider. Like, oh my God, I get to go to bed tonight and I don't have to be anxious about what nurse is on leaving you. And I had to wash my clothes, I had to do it away from Billy. Everything was away from Billy. I couldn't wait to get her in the kitchen with me and put some washing on. Go make food. Knew her before I brought her home, so it's a very different experience, I imagine, to having a baby that you don't know. On the transition, like a big fat fucking relief. What new organisation systems you have now you have an extra person in your home. Realised that everything I've been saying for all these years is so important, and it's even more important with a new little human in your home. I will be like that toy rotation mum. I'm trying to think if I've got anything new. I think that'll be like when I show you the flat and stuff. People said new hair routine. I don't know what the hair's looking like on camera, but I've scrapped like 90% of my routine and my hair's been better than it's ever been. It's still a bit ruined from the whole having a baby thing. I had major breakage, so I've just got random long bits when this bit used to be with this bit. But this is day 3 or 4 hair. I need to do an updated hair routine. I just think that the curly hair industry at the moment with all the curly curl creams, it's all fucking scam, all right? It's a scam. How do you keep yourself organised day to day? What kind of routine do you have? Right, I actually put up a poll saying, do you think I'm a routine mum? And majority said yeah, and I knew you'd think that, but I don't think I'm actually a routine person. This is why I hate working a 9 till 5. I have like a rough things we do every day, but they're different. It's different every day. Like Billy's down for a nap now. Yesterday she was up. I still love a list. My notebooks and stuff and planners, I thought dropped off of it, but I can really see it. Again, like I need to do deeper videos into that, but I just want to know what you want. I'd say the way I mainly keep myself organised is my environment has to be organised. Spat, sorry. At least it can't land on you. But like, well, I'm gonna do spit in action, that's not what I'm trying to say. How are you finding the motherhood life balance? Listen, right, I couldn't balance my life before, I can't balance my life now. Organised motherhood on Instagram, I don't even know if she has that Instagram, but she once put this thing up and I love it. She said, your life's like a little wheel, Caris wheel? No, Caris, who's Caris? What is that wheel called at a fairground?
What I think I'm trying to say is every carriage represents a priority, and say you're dealing with the bottom ones, you can't deal with the top ones as well. You know what I mean? They're not all gonna be at #1 spot.
It's hard. I feel like I need a day in between every day sometimes. Also realise I'm such like a slow life person and life is fast and I don't like to be busy. Oh, juicy one. Are you still a family of 3? Is that too nosy? Haha. Is that suggesting that I'm pregnant again? I've never really spoke about this because I'm like an open closed book. Never really even speak about my partner. Like, I don't go in detail about things. But yeah, Billy has a big sister. She loves her. So yeah, we're a family of 3 and 4. And then 3 and then 4. Someone said, please bring your Christmas book back. I haven't even looked at my Christmas book, but it's in my drawer and I love it. My little, very overpriced little things I bought for it. I do want to do that, but to me, it's way too late now. I can't put up a Christmas planning book in November. That might be normal to some people, but I used to put that up in October. I didn't have Christmas last year. This is our first Christmas. I haven't decorated a tree since the last time you saw me decorate a tree. Like, I spent Christmas in a hospital. Honestly, sometimes I'd hear the nurses talk about Christmas and I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Wait, I was literally the Grinch last year.
4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity.
I knew inside me it's not their fault. Everyone else can celebrate Christmas. It was so sad. I wanted to block it out. But I was in London, it was so pretty. I hadn't left the hospital in, I think it was weeks. And when I first left, there was all Christmas stuff up and I was like, oh my God, I was like a little kid. I do want to do Christmas videos, but I just feel like it's too late for Christmas planning. I don't know how I'm going to plan. I might have to just do it in my notes app. I am a big fan of my notes app at them right now, but I'm not a digital planner, but I'm becoming one. I don't want to be on my phone all the time. I love pen to paper. Will you have new traditions, new Christmas traditions now? When I saw this comment, I was like, oh my God, what are my Christmas traditions going to be? I don't know. What are yours? I just keep thinking about, I saw a TikTok video about the early 2000s Christmas and it made my heart hurt. Oh my God, like, it's so sad that that's so long ago and I'm not a kid. And I literally, what do you mean I'm not a teen mum? What? Billy's like core memories, you know, like Inside Out. What's that song? I love it. I've got her like core memories in my hands. I got the whole world in his hands. My mum used to do after dinner present, and it would be like some earrings or I don't know. And I love that. So I'm like, do I do an after dinner present? And it was always in the stocking. Obviously Grinch pyjamas. I got some Grinch pyjamas. Oh my God, so cute. Someone asked if me and my partner are having like long-term psychological help basically. In Great Ormond Street, they have psychologists that go around and talk to you. My psychologist used to crack up. Like, when I say crack up, she'd be like, nah! When I'd say things, I realised I don't really have a filter. I'll feel my emotions in the moment, and they're like strong, but they're like fleeting. Is that the word? I'd feel like I literally want to chuck myself down the stairs. And in that moment, I literally do just want to chuck myself down the stairs. I'm not, maybe I am, but like, I would just say that. And I would say things and she would crack up. Because I do it by the bed with the baby. There was this one time at Picture the Scene, important people, surgeons, consultants, all these people, they do like a walk round every day. And I was fed up this day, and in this same walk round, I cried, I got angry and defensive, I was fighting in Billy's corner, like, da da da, she needs more than 2 meals a day of milk, because that's all she could take, believe it or not. I was like, I'm just gonna start throwing up with her. And they're looking at me like, what? It doesn't sound funny now. They said they offer like help when you leave. Like every time I've gone back to Relatable, I'm like, hey, I'm normal. I have to tell them I'm not a crazy bitch. Because sometimes I acted a bit crazy. Some things I think, oh my God, should I have not said that? Do I sound unhinged? But like maybe at the moment I was a bit unhinged, right? Like if you suppress things, it's not good for you. I'd have mad intrusive thoughts. And I would say them. Because it would only get worse if I didn't say them. So I'd say, oh my God, like this sounds kind of crazy. But do you know that heater above Billy's head? Because it's just like falling her.
Seeing as I did everything but actually answer the question, we're not. Sometimes I think maybe I should. And then sometimes I think I'm absolutely fine. But did you know, I think it's like 60% of people come out with PTSD. And sometimes I can feel that.
It's still crazy to me, a year on, that I am a mum. I'm someone's mum. I have a daughter. I'm a child with a baby. I'm a child of a baby. I'm not 32, I'm 32. Kids having kids, eh? It's actually so cute how many people say they miss me. I can't even take this seriously. To me, like one person watches me. Going forward, what we're gonna do then? How's this gonna work? I wanna post TikTok and Instagram at least twice a week. I would like to post on YouTube on a regular basis. Regular as in like at least or once every 10 days or something. And one thing I'm not going to do, because I realised I'm like, oh, but I don't want it to be too mother, because I said this when I was pregnant, and what about if it's too mum, and like, don't hold me to anything, yeah? I just want to try and just do it. Do you know how in my New Year's resolutions I'm like, just do it? If all I can get up is something that maybe it's like mum content, it's not going to be like that kind of mum content, but you know what I mean? Then that's what I'm going to do. As long as I do it, I've just got to keep going, because the moment I step off, I can't get back on. Like that train ain't stopping. It's like, and I'm at the station, like, you know what I mean? What was that? Yeah. Please, I need feedback and responses to everything I'm saying. Sometimes when I edit my videos, as much as I still want them to be snappy, I love a little meme in the videos and stuff like that. I actually watch people, and when I see 10 minutes, I'll be gutted. Like, I love Zoe Suggs' videos. Molly Scott, have you seen Molly Scott? She did October, right? Whole of October, and midway through she's like, oh, I'm debating whether they're boring. I'm like, no, they're not boring, just keep doing it. Like, I just love it. I just stick it on, I watch it in the bath. I just have it playing in the background. TikTok and everything's so fast paced. YouTube's like my version of old school watching telly. I'm saying old school. You know what I mean? We used to watch telly. Oh my fucking God, I discovered Stacey Solomon, Sort Your Life Out. I watched the whole thing, loved it. How have I never seen that? Yeah, so maybe my videos might be a bit longer. Sometimes I might go on a bit. What do you feel about that? Wave, say bye-bye. Ah, bye-bye. You were so